Sin and human alienation is a division or break between people and God that results from sinful deeds. Any behavior or thinking that contravenes the moral standards established by God is referred to as a sin. It's said to put a wall between people and their relationship with God. This lesson places a strong emphasis on how sin can result in emotions of guilt, humiliation, and spiritual emptiness, which can cause a person to feel cut off from God. It also looks at the negative effects of sin, such as strained interpersonal ties and a sense of meaningless life. But in addition to original sins, human beings are also capable of committing personal sin. These are the ways that most people think about sin is that sins are evil deeds that we commit and do wrong. But we also want to think of it as a sign of original sins. The sins that we commit are indicators that we have these deeper problems being alienated from God or not perfectly aligned with God.
Specific aspect of sin and human alienation. Social alienation. One specific aspect of sin and human alienation is the idea that sin is not only separates individual from God but also creates a division and conflicts among humans. Sin leads to selfishness, greed, and lack of empathy, which in turn result in strained relationship, social injustices, and conflicts within society. Social alienation is a concept that refers to the feeling of being isolated, disconnected, or estranged from society, one's community, or even oneself. It often involves a sense of not fitting in, lacking a sense of belonging, or experiencing a disconnect from the values and norms of a larger social group. Social alienation. This sense of alienation can manifest in various ways and may result from sin. First, internal conflict. Social alienation can manifest as internal conflict. Individuals may struggle with conflicting emotions turned between their beliefs and their actions, which can make it difficult to engage socially. Internal conflict in this context of social alienation refers to the psychological turmoil and tension experienced by individuals who feel disconnected or estranged from society and their social surroundings. This conflict arises within a person as they grapple with conflicting emotions, thoughts, and identities related to the sense of isolation and alienation. For example, someone experiencing social alienation may have internal conflict about their self-worthy, identity, and their place in society. They might struggle with feelings of loneliness, self-doubt, and sense of not belonging, which can lead to inner turmoil and distress.
Stigma and shame. People who believe they have committed a sin according to the religious or moral code may experience a profound sense of shame and guilt. This can lead to self-imposed social isolation as they may feel unworthy or fear of judgment from others. Next is loss of trust. Committing actions considered sinful can erode trust in personal relationships. Friends, family members, or community members may distance themselves from someone who they perceive as having violated shared moral or religious values.
To address social alienation resulting from perceived by sin, individuals often seek reconciliation with their religious or moral values, seek forgiveness from relevant authorities and communities, and engage in acts of penance or self-improvement. It can also be helpful to find support from understanding individuals or communities that promote forgiveness and personal growth. This can involve admitting their wrongdoings, expressing remorse, and asking for forgiveness from those they have harmed or from the community they belong to. Engaging in acts of penance or self-improvement is another by common response. By taking action to make amends for the actions, and actively working on personal growth and character development, individual aims to address the negative consequences of their sins and positively contribute to their own well-being and the well-being of others. The lesson's overarching theme is to inspire people to own their own sinful tendencies, ask for forgiveness, and work and toward living a life that is motivated by love, compassion, and righteousness. It teaches that people can re-establish their relationship with God and get over the estrangement brought on by sin by turning to Him in repentance. forgiving Him, and choosing to live in accordance with His will. The lesson suggests that individuals can restore their relationship with God and overcome the feelings of distance or alienation caused by sin. This can be achieved through a process of turning to God and repentance, seeking forgiveness from Him, and making conscious choices to align one's actions and behaviors with God's teachings.